Hi everybody, this is a quick guide on the Lara rotation that I use at SP in Reboot Server. You should be able to consistently make about 2 bill per totem using this rotation with Wealth Bot and Wealth Legion coupons. Here's my Meso and my drop rate. You want 67% drop rate minimum, and I compensate for that last 3% with Meso drop rate familiars. First thing is setting up. So you're going to be manipulating the veins as I show here. First is going to be the bottom right platform. This one's really difficult to set up, and I'll talk about it later on. But you want 3 veins right here. One in the far right corner, which allows the middle one to spawn, and then on the left side as well. Next is going to be the top right platform. You just want 2 in this, 2 in near the center. Keep it away from the left edge because that affects how this next one in the middle platform spawns, and you want at least, or you want 1 here. Next is the top left, and it's going to be just the same as the top right, just 2 in the center. And then finally, in the bottom left, you're going to want 1 just to the right of the rope, and then 1 on the far right side over here. You don't want any veins to be spawning down here in the middle. And you don't want a vein to spawn around here because you might fuck up your wind eruption. Next is the vein colors. So the attributes I have is going to be, it's usually sun or water in the middle of the bottom right here. Everything else on this side, I have it as wind. The top middle is always going to be water. And then finally on this side, I just have 1 sun and the rest are wind. This prevents wind from spawning when you do your rotations, and it natural spawns the veins that you use up. So here's the actual rotation now. What you're going to want to do is you want to stand just to the left of the middle and spawn an unconstrained vein. Then you erupt it with wind, jump down to the bottom middle, and then use your mountain seeds. You want to drop all of them by holding down and then hitting your seed key. So like this, and then you see how it drops all 4 of them down. You also need to make sure that you turn off the auto, where is it? The auto seeds, wherever it is, here. You need this to be off. Because if it's on like this, you'll just be dropping them every time you walk around, and you don't have enough right here. So turn that off. Next is going to be going to this bottom right middle. Sometimes this vein here is a water vein, sometimes it's a sun vein. If it's a sun vein, you just spawn it. If it's a water vein, you need to use conversion and then change it to sun and then erupt it. You jump down, so that way it puts you on the top. You run to the middle, and then usually this is going to be a water vein, just erupt it. We'll talk about the issue of it being a sun later on. Then you run to the top left to loot, and then you're back at your starting position by jumping down. And so this is what it looks like. I'm here, seeds, keep jumping, sun, keep going, water, finish looting, and then just keep going, circle after circle. This is a really easy rotation. You just keep going in a circle, and that's it. A few things. First up is looting. Sometimes you're gonna have, because you're jumping onto new platforms, what ends up happening is you miss the very edges. So what I would normally do is, let's say that I'm over here, and I jump over, I miss the money over here. So what I do is I make a small micro movement backwards towards the edge, so that way the pets turn around, and then it'll loot. And so you just do that, and it prevents some of the dead spots that happen, like right here. See how I turned around as I dropped down, and it made my pets loot the right side. Same here, where it loops that spell trace, and then you just keep doing that. You have like a lot of time before the wind eruption disappears, so don't rush through the whole rotation, trying to get through it as fast as possible. You take your time. The next thing is going to be the vein swapping. So this is, you use this bottom vein and then the top middle vein, right? There's a chance that the top vein up here becomes a sun vein and the bottom becomes a water vein. If that happens, you can only convert one of the two. So you need to unfuck the vein positioning. Like, sometimes naturally this is going to be a sun vein, and you need to get rid of it really quickly. Drop over here to respawn sun, and hopefully this turns back to water. So what I normally do is I just hit like the manifestation over here to get rid of this, spawn an unconstrained vein to turn it water, quickly jump to this rotation and skip the looting, then go over here, and hopefully by the time you hit the sun eruption, this swaps back to being water vein, and hopefully that unfucks everything. Third thing is make sure you unbind big stretch and unbind wake up call. You're never going to be using them during this rotation, and if you accidentally use it when like E-boss spawns or something, you fucked up the entire setup. And then the final thing I'd like to talk about would be the bottom right here. This configuration where you have the 3 veins is ridiculously hard to set up. So you're going to need to spend like a good 5 to 10 minutes before your totem even starts to get the 3 veins to spawn. Like, if you turn this off and you turn this on, this is usually what I see. Here. So I see a vein right where this rope is, and then like 1 vein here. And I can never get the 3 to spawn. So what you need to do to fix that is you just turn on and off the dragon vein rating, maybe move around a little bit, and turn it back on, and hope that you end up with no vein directly under the rope and a vein like just slightly to the right over here. It'll take you a while of just turning it on and off to get it right. And I mean, I'm probably not going to see it. Yeah, this is going to take a while, so I'm not going to bother. But with that, good luck and peace out.